Hey everybody, today Pete's and I are checking out the SoundPEATS Air3 Deluxe earbuds, and we're going to dig a little deeper into the SoundPEATS app. We're going to dig into all the features that they have, including their 5-hour battery life, their great gaming mode, their aptX adaptive. We're going to go into the app and set up the adaptive EQ. We're going to talk about the IPX4 water resistance, the in-ear detection, and we're going to thoroughly test those 4 CVC8 noise canceling mics. All for under 50 bucks. I can't wait, and let's get this started. So check out SoundPEATS Air3 Deluxe's case. It's small, it's pocketable. It is bigger than the SoundPEATS Air3s. I like how they've etched the logo into this area here, and they put that nice accent area there. You've got USB-C charging on the rounded bottom. These do not stand up on their own. Like the Air3 Pros, they have a button on it for forcing the Bluetooth connection mode. I give it a little bit of a ding personally because I don't like the high gloss finish. I feel like it just picks up my fingerprints way too easily. But that's just a personal preference. It actually looks nice if you can keep it from getting your fingerprints. It's got that one light on the front that's going to be a smart light. When that light is green, they're fully charged. When it's yellow, partially charged. And when it's red, it needs a charge. The buds will last 6 hours on a charge, and the case will charge it 3 more times. That's 24 hours total playtime on these earbuds without recharging the case. Just like with the Air3 Pros, when you open the case, they will connect to your phone after the first time, connecting them to your phone. So that's pretty convenient. Very fast connection. Now the buds themselves are very short stem style earbud. There are no silicone tips on them. They fit easily and comfortably in my ears. And shockingly, these are brutally loud earbuds. I'm listening to them at like 20%, maximum 30% volume on these. They are just extremely loud. They do have in-ear detection on the Air3 Deluxes, so when you pull them out of your ear, even pull one of them out of your ear, they will stop playing, and when you put your earbud back in, it will start playing again. SoundPEATS continues their great tradition of great touch controls. They work flawlessly, and they control every feature of these earbuds. They can be used independently, but here is a pro tip for you Android users like myself. In developer settings, you really need to set these to AAC mode to get a full mono mode experience, meaning when you listen to just the right earbud, you'll hear both left and right soundtrack audio. If you use aptX mode on an Android phone, when you use the earbuds independently, you will literally only hear the right soundtrack out of the right earbud and the left track out of the left earbud. Moving on to another feature that I really like about SoundPEATS adding, it's their gaming mode. Gaming mode is on most of SoundPEATS earbuds now, and I personally seriously appreciate that. I use gaming mode when I'm gaming, and I also use it for watching movies to keep that sync between the lips and the audio really, really tight. All right, let's hit the streets and check out those CVC8 noise canceling microphones.
All right, I'm just going to do another test of the microphone quality on the SoundPEATS Air3 Deluxe. What I'm going to do on this sound test is I'm just going to move these microphones, the stems around in different positions to see if that makes a difference. And I definitely want to make sure that they don't touch the side of my head, that the microphones don't touch the side of my head in one of the tests. So like right now, they're nowhere near my head. They're kind of angled forward towards my mouth, much more than I think feels natural for the shape of these earbuds. So we'll see how that works. I've had a car go by, had a pickup truck go by. Now I'm going to adjust the microphone sort of where they feel like they should fit in my ears. I'm going to let them touch the side of my head. And I think that's a mistake, but I just want to prove it. So if they touch the side of your head, you're literally going to get some motion noise in the microphones, right? Because they're moving against your skin a little bit. So let's see how that goes. We had another truck go by. Got one more car that's going to come by here. There's no wind to speak of, but I am walking 3.5 miles an hour. Probably too fast. I should probably slow down so the video is a little smoother. Apologize for that. Okay, so that's a couple different ways that we could wear the microphones or wear the stem style earbuds to try to make the sound quality a little bit better. Let's see how that works out in the real world microphone test of the SoundPEATS Air3 Deluxe.
So coming right back to the studio here, I feel like my voice was pretty clear. I did a lot of testing on the microphones here. And keep in mind that if you angle those earbuds towards your mouth better and keep them off your skin, that is going to give you your best audio quality for phone calls. Let's talk about sound quality. So SoundPEATS put huge 14mm drivers in the Air3 Deluxe. Now you'd think that with huge drivers like that for earbuds, you'd pump out some serious bass, but these are semi-in-ear earbuds. They do not have silicone tips, and without those silicone tips to create a seal in your ear canal, you lose some bass. So you get passable bass in these, but these are seriously loud. So when you consider a bud this loud with this kind of volume and a bass that doesn't seal too great, I just feel like the bass distorts a little bit when you crank these up. So I am not gonna recommend these for bass heads or for anyone who listens to a lot of bass heavy music. I just don't think they pull through that good. The highs sound good on these. The stereo imaging is actually really good, but the mids and vocals are where I really kept reaching for the app in order to change the EQ settings. And I don't do that too often, but with the Air 3 Deluxe, I felt like I was doing it quite a bit actually. Maybe less as I was getting used to the earbuds themselves. Maybe I was doing it more because I'm really enjoying the SoundPEATS app with the 6-band equalizer. And they even have an adaptive EQ in there, which I really want to check out with you. So let's go into the app and check out the different settings in the app so you can see what I'm talking about, why it's kind of fun. The app is pretty simple. You've got the same volume control. You've got the adaptive EQ. You got your equalizer settings. You got your custom equalizer. So you got 6 bands, plus and minus 6 decibels, all the way down to 70 hertz with a roll off down to 20 hertz. Plus you got that top end at about 8.5K. Oh, presets are a pain. You got to click this button right here to get into the presets. So that's something to know when you use the app. You really do have to hit this little hard to see arrow right here to get into the presets. Otherwise, you're just selecting that as what you want to use, preset versus custom. And then you just quickly can change these. I'm using the SoundPEATS Classic. It's actually pretty nice on these earbuds. And the SoundPEATS Classic sound signature, it is kind of SoundPEATS. I go back to really some of their very first earbuds like the True Free, and these, the bass on these really reminds me of the True Free. It's kind of that bass reflex, kind of soft, bulbous bass that just isn't too accurate, but sounds really nice. You got your game mode on and off. You can disable your one-touch functionality, which with these, as you're moving them around in your ears, it's pretty easy to touch the volume up, volume down, which is the one-touch key. So it could be used by certain people to turn that off. I still like it. I try to make sure I grab them by the sides when I'm adjusting them and not like on the logo there, which is where the button is. And you can turn your in-ear detection on or off, which I think you might actually use occasionally because sometimes it's not really what you want to have happen when you take your earbud out. Today, one of the things I wanted to do in detail was look at the adaptive EQ. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you how to use the adaptive EQ. And this is just one of the outcomes that you could have from the adaptive EQ. So this is, you test, it plays music, you put these in your ear. For this demonstration, I'm not going to put them in my ear. I'm just going to show you what you do to get an equalizing curve like this. So basically, I'm going to do this. I'm going to press retest. It's going to play a tone in the earbuds, and you have to tell it that whether or not you can hear it and whether you hear 1, 2, or 3 tones. And it's going to do that across a range of frequencies, and then it is going to set your EQ. So this is one outcome, but obviously there's an infinite number of adaptive EQ settings that you could tune for your ears. And if you want to use that EQ setting, you turn this on and the preset turns off and the custom equalizer turns off. If you want to turn them back on, you just select the preset equalizer and I'm back to SoundPEATS Classic. But let's try to show you how this works if you do this retest. So it's going to tell you, it takes about a minute, you put the headphones on, you want to be in a quiet place, and now it's telling you, you're going to play different frequency sounds, you're going to hear a few beeps, click the corresponding numbers, or that you didn't hear the tone if you didn't hear it. So here we go. It's playing, it's telling me my progress right there, that little progress indicator. I heard 3 tones now. Playing the tone, playing the tone, playing the tone, stopped, choose another button. And maybe it's only moving when I actually get it right. So I have about a 1 in 4 chance of getting it right, or 1 in 3 chance of getting it right. Now it's telling me it's playing 125 hertz tone, and it's playing at 70 decibels. On these earbuds, 70 decibels is very loud. You should definitely be able to hear that. So what's happening is it's turning up the decibels so that I can hear it. Now it's doing 250 hertz. It's playing at a lower volume, and it's seeing if I can hear that. Since I didn't hear it, it raised the volume, and it's playing this tone again, and I'm guessing. All right. It's trying some different stuff. It's waiting for me to guess and hear. Okay, now I got it right on my third guess. You're gonna have these in your ears, so you're not actually gonna miss. And then it's changing the frequencies. And I'm just gonna go back because I don't wanna go through the whole thing. But anyway, it's gonna end up giving you an adaptive EQ for your ears. Is it awesome? I mean, I think it's a pretty cool technology, and it is gonna give you a sound signature that is unique to your ears. So maybe this is a sound curve that gives you, let's say, a flat frequency response in the earbuds by boosting certain frequencies and lowering others, but it may not actually be a sound signature that you like. So it is interesting to be able to do this, and I've done it a few times. I've tried, saying yes, no, different things, just so I can get some kind of a curve out of it, and then whether or not I actually like it. But I still prefer to play with the custom equalizer here, and I even, I kind of like the out-of-the-box settings with these for most music anyway. So I hope you all appreciate going through the app a little bit like that. I think it's pretty cool. I really wanted to highlight it here in the video. But let me sum up sound quality. Bass is okay. Highs are okay. Mids and vocals, I feel, are just a little bit veiled. Like, to start, these are not my absolute favorite sounding SoundPEATS earbuds, even for semi-in-ear with no silicone tips, but they are growing on me, and I do think they're serviceable and passable. I think mostly who's gonna love these are people who like the experience of having full awareness of their surroundings, and maybe you're just a casual music listener, you listen to a lot of podcasts, and you're thinking about using them for a quiet home office setting. Once you get into the outdoor setting, music quality suffers because you get in a lot of external noises, and the microphones, you really have to angle them kind of towards your face to get the best sound quality. So if you are into sound quality, I'm highly recommending you go with the Air 3 Pros over the Air 3 Deluxes. And that is gonna sum up my review of the SoundPEATS Air 3 Deluxes. So from Pete's and I, it's so long, and see you next time on So Zen Gadgets.